Hello, everybody. It's Gary Stuckey with Real Music. The rock band Kiss are about to call it a career coming up in December on my birthday. They're going to say goodbye, wrap up a 50-year career, a lot of great music over the years. And I personally like the post-makeup Kiss more so than the original because I grew up in the 80s and 90s and just got used to that sound, and not to take away from the original guys. They're the ones that laid the foundation, great songs and everything. Of course, in the early 90s, Eric Carr passed away and Eric Singer came along. They made the album Revenge. Great album. One of their best albums, in my opinion. I think a lot of people would agree with me. And then they did the MTV Unplugged and they brought back Peter and Ace for a reunion, and that was cool. Got some excitement stirred up and everything. And then they went on tour. I got a chance to see them in Pensacola in 1996. That was great, but they should have went back to their regular lineup. Should have recorded a new album. And I know they had an album on the shelf that they recorded that was an alternative album they didn't release till later. Of course, I'm talking about the album Carnival of Souls, and it's a great album. Very different than the normal Kiss, and the alternative scene had approached and made its way, and it seemed like a lot of bands were doing that. They were copying that alternative sound and doing something different, trying something to appeal to the fans. But to me, I just wish they would have kept going with their regular sound. But then I couldn't grasp the idea because these rock bands that were doing that, I just got used to them when they're regular sounding albums, and I was just like, I can't really get into this. Songs were great though, but I was listening to the album Carnival of Souls last night, and I'm thinking, man, this is really good. So if you just kind of put away that aggravation of it not being a regular Kiss rock album and appreciate it for what it is and not think about the alternative overtones of the album. I mean, it's a great album. So I appreciate it more now, when I think of it that way. And I know Kiss recorded some albums in the past 15 years or so, Sonic Boom and Monster. And those albums were okay. They sounded, great. I just think that they tried to recapture that sound from the 70s. And I think they tried too hard. And they just didn't rank up there with the post makeup albums. Just my thought. And it just occurred to me, why can't they just have one more album, an album that should have happened after Revenge, and just go out with a bang, So I tweeted about it and tagged Bruce Kulick, and he liked it. So he's on board with that idea, just saying. So one more album with Gene and Paul, Bruce Kulick, and Eric Singer. Something they should have done instead of the Carnival of Souls, even though that's a cool album. Just one more. What do you think, everybody? Let me know in the comments, and we'll have a discussion about it. Thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe to this channel if you haven't already, and always remember to keep the music real.